everyone receives is a reflection. I'm gonna discuss a couple of topics today about how I connect to source energy. And this question's been supplied by Chris Semenko. And it's an interesting question, a very valuable one. You see, connecting to source, whether it's source consciousness or source God or the universe, however you perceive it, what's the best way to connect? And they're great questions. How do I connect is a great question. So how do I connect? Well, I'm still on that journey. I'm still pushing myself to a full connection where I'm able to do it seamlessly. So I struggle a little bit with meditation because my brain is so active. But yet you see, because I'm a painter and an artist, when I zone out and I start painting and color matching, that's when I connect to source. If I'm painting my abstract designs, I am listening to Hertz frequency music and connecting that way, because my brain is not thinking thoughts other than the expressions I'm doing on my paintings. But you see, as good as that's what I do, right now in the current environment, I'm unable to do that style of painting, that connection. So I'm still working on getting a higher connection to source. There are times when I do sit down and meditate, but you see, my meditation is not the same as someone else. I would love to sit down and just channel and focus my thoughts inwardly, areas that I can improve on and listen. Because I'm psychic, I have the ability to adopt and listen and attune myself to those frequencies. I think we all have to go through and understand what meditation is. The better it is, the more controlled breathing, the air you bring, the calmness of thought, that's a connection to source. But it doesn't only rely on that. I love spending time in nature and connecting with animals. For you see, for me, that is a connection to source also, through the spirit animals. And it can be anything. It can be a butterfly or an animal such as a cat or a dog. It can be a bird. It can be anything. That loving connection between people, that is a connection to source. When you feel that powerful white light energy, the loving harmony, just pure love and white light. Doesn't mean you have to spend time in nature 24/7. Well, no, but what a wonderful thought. So I meditate if I'm going out to nature, and I try to keep that Zen moment where I can. And you see, that's how I can pick up in different energies and different frequencies of people, because you're attuned to that. You know when something's negative or hurtful or something's up, because you're attuned to those frequencies. I think for me, I can't really sit still for too long doing one thing. Meditation, I believe I could get there in the right environments, but everywhere I go, there's always something to either try to distract you so that you can move past it. You can think clear through it. But for meditation, my proper meditations will be done when I get to my house that I'm going to be in. Right now, as I said, I'm still journeying. I'm still moving forward and improving myself. on the areas that I need to improve. So I listen to Hertz frequency music a lot to keep that energy there. I focus inwardly, and it can just be a small meditation, just a bit of clarity, something that comes lightly. Maybe do it for a couple of minutes. And deep breathing exercises. That it's all good, but you don't have to do it all the time. I think it also comes down to what we see Source as, or what we identify Source to be. I think that's the big question as well. There's a lot of factors when it comes around to how do you connect to Source energy? Well, it's what you feel, it's what you see. And I said this before, just because something works for someone else, it doesn't mean it's always the right way. It doesn't mean it's the proper way. It doesn't mean there isn't an alternative method. We're all different people, we all have different things. We meditate daily, we just don't know it. We go into those moments where we daydream. It's just that we perceive it as something else. But daydreaming is that form of meditation where you're visualizing and manifesting something better. But what if that's a connection to Source? But you see, we've been trained differently. It's like when they tell you imaginary friends to young children who see spirit world. They try to ingrain these phrases and words into you so that you perceive it differently. So sometimes we connect to Source without even knowing. We never lose our connection to Source. It's just that we forget it's there. So it's about finding the ways that are meaningful to us, that make us smile. You can try meditation, but if it doesn't work, or it doesn't work for you, find the things that do. And you slowly build and build and build yourself into it, because it's okay. You don't have to do everything in order. You are not like everyone else. So yeah, to answer your question, what is the best way that I do it? For me? Well, it's painting, artworks, a place where I can zone out and listen to Zen music with no vocals, just singing and chords and frequencies. A cup of the elixir of life, tea. A cup of tea when you're sitting down to calm that Zen moment is really good. I put in monatomic gold and colloidal silver with blue lily and just some lovely herbal teas. And I make that and I drink that and it feels wonderful. You don't have to have tea, but it's a good accompaniment. One of the other things I like to do and connect to Source is if you're in the ocean and you give thanks to everywhere you go because you are in that frequency of water. Not only the ocean, in a more calming, relaxed environment, just in a bath. Being able to relax your mind in a bath and soak in wonderful fragrances, that helps too. But you see, we don't always have them on our journey. I don't have the bath right now and too far away from the ocean. So everything has transitions. So I need to meditate more? Yeah, I probably do. But I still have to live in this world, in this reality. So every moment I can, I take an opportunity to just feel the energy, to relax my mind. And sometimes I don't. And that's okay too. And with that, peace and love, and I hope I answered your question. Take care.